I wake up and my name is already heavier than my body. I am Karim Benzema. The scandal is no longer a rumor. It has a file number. It has a verdict. Complicity in the attempted blackmail of Mathieu Valbuena. 1 year suspended prison sentence. €75,000 fine. Damages to pay. Appeal withdrawn. Case closed. The phone is silent, but it feels watched. In 2015, I spoke to a teammate about a sex tape. Told him paying might make it disappear. The court decided that conversation was pressure, that I was part of the scheme. The French national team door closed. Not slammed. Closed carefully. Ethical reasons? Group unity. I missed Euro 2016 in France. Missed the World Cup in 2018. They lifted the trophy without me. For 6 years, my name didn't enter the locker room. It entered headlines. When people say it now, they lower their voice slightly. Not out of respect, out of calculation. At Real Madrid, nothing changes on the surface. The gates still open. Security still nods. Sponsors still shake my hand. But they look at me a second longer. Journalists phrase questions like they're handling glass. Teammates keep conversations simple. No one jokes about phones. No one mentions Valbuena. Power doesn't disappear. It adjusts. I still score. I still win Champions League titles. I still wear the number 9. The stadium still chants my name. But it echoes differently. In France, I am no longer just a striker. I am a case study, a division, a headline that never fully fades. When I enter a room, the scandal walks in first. Not loud, not dramatic, just present. I brush my teeth, check the news. My face next to the word blackmail again. The world didn't end. It reorganized around what I represent now: talent, trophies, and a verdict that will never be deleted. I wake up knowing I am allowed back in the French national team now. Allowed. That word still feels temporary. I am Karim Benzema, convicted in the Valbuena blackmail case, 6 years exiled, recalled in 2021 like a risk someone decided to tolerate. Today is a national team media day. The Federation sends the schedule the night before. Approved talking points attached. 1 paragraph about moving forward. No deviation. I read it. I don't memorize it. At breakfast, my agent calls. Keep it short, don't improvise. Don't mention 2015. He doesn't have to say the rest. Don't mention Valbuena. Don't mention the trial. Don't mention the word blackmail. The power I still have is simple. A microphone, a sentence. At the training center, cameras are already positioned before I step out of the car. They film the door opening like it's evidence. Inside, staff members greet me carefully. Too polite, too neutral. No one references the case, but no one forgets it. In the press room, I sit down. Logos behind me, sponsor bottles aligned perfectly. First question: do you feel your return heals old wounds within the team? It's clean, sanitized. I answered directly. I made mistakes. The court ruled. I served what was decided. I'm here to play football, not in the approved wording. Not vague enough. I see it immediately. The Federation's media officer stiffens. Another question. Have you spoken to Valbuena? I pause longer than they want. No. No explanation, no softening, just no. By the time I leave the room, headlines are already forming. Benzema breaks. Silence. Benzema refuses reconciliation. Benzema reopens old wounds. I said 12 words. At lunch, my phone vibrates constantly. My agent again. You didn't need to say the court ruled. That implies guilt. It's legally sensitive. It is legally settled. That doesn't matter. In the afternoon, I post a photo on Instagram. Training pitch, boots, caption focused. Within minutes, comments divide into 2 wars. One side legend, The other blackmailer. A neutral word for me is never neutral. Later, a sponsor representative asks for a quick meeting. They smile. They always smile. We support you, they say, but we prefer less reference to the case. It reignites search traffic. Search traffic. That's what the scandal is now. An algorithm spike. I nod. Then I do something small and unnecessary. During an informal mixed-zone interview, I say, I know my name makes people uncomfortable. I can't control that. It's honest. Not aggressive, not defensive. By evening, it becomes Benzema attacks critics. Benzema says France is uncomfortable with him. I didn't say France. But once my name is in the headline, interpretation replaces quotation. At dinner, I sit with teammates. Conversation stays on football, fitness, tactics. One of them jokes about phone security. The table goes silent for half a second. That half second is my real sentence. I realize something. The power I have now isn't the old power of being untouchable. It's volatility. Anything I say travels further because it is unstable, because institutions are nervous, because journalists expect fracture, because fans project betrayal or persecution. So I use it once more before the day ends. I tweet a single line, I accept my past. I don't let it define my present. No apology, no explanation. By midnight, analysts are debating tone. Was it remorse? Was it arrogance? Was it strategy? Television panels fill airtime dissecting grammar. I brush my teeth and watch clips of men discussing what I really meant. Truth is fragile when it comes from me. Not because it's false, because it's mine. Tomorrow the Federation will remind me to stay inside the lines. Sponsors will monitor engagement metrics. Reporters will prepare sharper questions. My place here is conditional, performance-based, behavior-based, headline-sensitive. I know this return can disappear as quietly as it arrived. That's why today I chose to speak plainly, not to fix anything, just to watch how fast the system bends around my name. It's almost midnight. The house is quiet, but my name isn't. I am still Karim Benzema for a few more hours. The notifications haven't stopped. Pundits dissecting my tone. Former players debating my character. Clips of my face, slowed down, analyzed like evidence. I didn't shout. I didn't accuse. I didn't confess. I spoke carefully. It didn't matter. Fame feels less like applause and more like perimeter lighting. Everything visible, nothing private. I scroll past headlines that use my first name like a warning label. Karim speaks. Karim responds. Karim divides. I notice something strange. The verdict from 2021 is no longer news, but it is never passed. It sits under every article like a watermark. Convicted in the Valbuena blackmail case. Suspended sentence. Fine. 6-year exile from the national team. Even when I score, it follows. Even when I stay silent, it fills the silence for me. I walk through the house. Security cameras outside. Tinted windows. A gate that opens because of my face. Power built this place. Reputation patrols it. I think about how easily I moved today. Press room. Training pitch. Sponsor meeting. All doors opened. But every room had conditions. Speak, but not too clearly. Admit, but not too directly. Return, but don't disturb the past. This is what power looks like after scandal. Access without ease. Influence without innocence. I realize something else. Tomorrow, I will not wake up as him. I will return to my own name. No press conference waiting. No federation monitoring phrasing. No sponsor calculating risk. I will keep my opinions without them becoming headlines. I will speak without legal subtext. For me, this was a day. For him, it is architecture. A life where every sentence is pre-edited by memory. where the worst moment never expires, where redemption and suspicion coexist permanently. The trophies don't erase it. The Ballon d'Or doesn't outrun it. 5 Champions League titles don't dilute a court ruling. Success expands the spotlight. It doesn't soften it. I stand in the dark kitchen and look at a reflection that millions recognize. A striker, a champion, a convicted accomplice, all true at once. The influence will remain tomorrow. The scrutiny, too. I get to leave. He doesn't. When I close my eyes, the name will detach from me. But for Karim Benzema, it will stay fixed. Not as a moment, as a condition. And I understand now power is loud. Reputation is permanent. This video is a fictional satirical thought experiment. It does not represent the real thoughts, intentions, or private life of Karim Benzema. While it references publicly known events, the perspective and inner narration presented here are entirely imagined for storytelling purposes. The goal of this piece is social commentary exploring how fame, scandal power, and public perception interact under pressure. It is not a biography, not a documentary account, and not an accusation. Viewers are encouraged to distinguish between dramatized narrative and verified public record.